Ethereum is quite possibly one of the greatest settlement layers in human history. Right now, Ethereum is taking over tons of traditional finance businesses like PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, Swift, and I do believe this is going to continue, and Ethereum will eventually overtake most of traditional finance. Overall, I believe that in the future, traditional finance are going to be using decentralized finance technologies like Ethereum and others in order to make their systems more and more efficient, because right now, decentralized finance really does seem to be doing a lot more, a lot faster. Of course, if you enjoyed today's video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. It would be much appreciated. Also, remember, nothing in this channel is financial advice, and you should always do your own research. So, we're going to mainly be talking today about value settled and value settled on the Ethereum network. Value settled is essentially sending money from one party to another. So if I send you $1,000 of Ether and you receive it, that means that is $1,000 in value settled. It's as simple as that. So value settled can be done by Bitcoin, Visa, MasterCard, Ethereum, Swift, and more. All it is a means of settling money. However, every single one of these entities is restricted when it comes to value settled, except for Ethereum. Bitcoin can only settle value in Bitcoin. You can only send Bitcoin across the Ethereum network. Dollars can only be settled on Visa, MasterCard, and Swift. However, with Ethereum, you can settle any value. With Ethereum, you can settle value on Ether, which is Ethereum's native currency. However, you can also settle value on WBTC, which represents the price of Bitcoin, or USDT, USDC, DAI, and these are all stable coins. So Ethereum actually has a lot more potential for settling value than a lot of these other systems. Also, another important thing about value settled is this is not trading volume. This isn't buying or selling cryptocurrencies. This simply represents the movement of money on these blockchain networks. In 2020 alone, PayPal settled $936 billion in payments. Now, this is a huge amount, and a lot of you would be surprised to see that it's settling this much money in value. However, from May the 1st to May the 17th, in just 17 days, Ethereum also settled $936 billion in payments. This shows how much Ethereum is actually competing with these traditional finance sectors and how much money is being moved around on the Ethereum network. Of course, Ethereum and PayPal actually have about the same valuation. However, I do think this is a mistake, and eventually Ethereum will get a much higher valuation than PayPal, and right now Ethereum is doing a lot more than PayPal in value settlement. Currently, Visa, Swift, and some other financial services remain ahead of Ethereum. However, Ethereum is rapidly gaining ground on these services, and Ethereum has been around for a lot less of a time than a lot of these services. Networks like Swift can settle $5 trillion per day in value, and Visa also settles a significant amount of money per day in value, so Ethereum still does have some catching up to do. However, at the rate it's going, I really do believe that Ethereum will be overtaking a lot of these traditional finance services in value settled. Let's talk about the value settled when compared to Bitcoin. There's the Bitcoin network where money is moved around on, and the Ethereum network where money is also moved around on. Of course, Bitcoin is a bigger asset than Ethereum, with a valuation of around 700 billion, while Ethereum is only a bit over 200 billion. Bitcoin has way higher trading volume and more people are buying and selling Bitcoin. However, you'll see Ethereum actually has a significantly higher value settled than Bitcoin. Ethereum settles over $30 billion of value every single day and has seen all-time highs of $60 billion in value settled daily. On the contrary, Bitcoin settles roughly $10 billion worth of value every day. Yes, that's right, Ethereum is settling 3 times more value than Bitcoin, and Ethereum has settled almost 4 times more value than Bitcoin at all-time highs. So Ethereum is settling a significant amount more value than Bitcoin. Now, why is this? Bitcoin is a bigger asset than Ethereum. Why wouldn't it be settling more value? Well, this is because Bitcoin actually has quite little utility. The value settled in Bitcoin is simply just wallets sending Bitcoin to one another and paying for things in Bitcoin. Right now in El Salvador, you can pay for anything using your Bitcoin, and this is the same for a lot of businesses. So value settled is simply just purchasing with Bitcoin or sending your Bitcoin from one wallet address to another. However, Ethereum has a lot more utility than this. When you're settling value on the Ethereum network, people are actually using Ether for a lot more. So let's do a few examples. People are using Ethereum for decentralized finance and decentralized applications. So if people want to send money to Aave, where they can lend and loan their money and earn interest on their money, that counts as value settled. If people send over their value to other networks like Compound or MakerDAO, that also counts as value settled. Basically, if anyone wants to interact with decentralized finance or decentralized applications on the Ethereum network, this counts as value settled. As a result of this, Ethereum has much more to do on it. You can never be bored on the Ethereum network. There's always things to do, always places to transfer your Ethereum around to, and this just means there's a lot more movement of Ethereum and it has a lot higher of a value settled. I do believe that this is actually going to continue in the future because more and more decentralized applications are being created every single day. If you don't know what a decentralized application is or decentralized finance is, I'm not going to go through it too much in this video. However, all it is a platform being built off Ethereum where you could do something on. So you could basically make a decentralized application for literally anything. Aave is a decentralized application which has been made for lending and loaning out your cryptocurrency where you can earn interest. However, this extends to anything. You could make a decentralized application where you sell tickets. You could make a decentralized application for buying and selling travel tickets, and there are dApps for this like Travala. So there's basically an infinite amount of decentralized applications and decentralized finance you can make on the Ethereum network. Think about this like companies and websites in traditional finance. However, all of these companies, all of these websites can move on to the Ethereum network, and if they do this, they'll incur less middlemen costs and they won't be subject to changing rules. Any businesses can build off Ethereum, and when businesses build off Ethereum, people use those businesses, people move money around, more and more value is settled on the Ethereum network, and the potential for Ethereum right now is essentially infinite. Ethereum has been ahead of Bitcoin in this metric for quite a while this time, and I honestly expect Bitcoin never to overtake Ethereum again in this metric. I really do believe that Ethereum has a strong lead here, and because Ethereum has significantly more utility, it is going to stay this way. So I want to go back to my original point briefly. If one sends $400 million of Bitcoin to another person, this can only be done in Bitcoin. However, Bitcoin's a very volatile currency, and a lot of people don't want to send this currency that could change by 20% in the 10 minutes that it takes to send it. Moreover, if one wants to send $400 million through Swift, it will literally take 3 days or more. If you wanted to send a massive amount of money back in 1900, it would take about 3 days. If you want to send a massive amount of money through traditional finance right now, it also takes 3 days. There has essentially been no improvement in 150 years in the amount of times it takes to settle large amounts of money. However, if one sends $100 or $400 million through the Ethereum network, it will take only a couple of minutes. However, a lot of you would be thinking, wait, this can only be done in Ether, right? Which is a volatile currency. Wrong. This can be done in USDC, USDT, or DAI, and all of these currencies are actually pegged to the dollar. So these are just digital dollars. That's all they are. So you can just send effectively money to another person in just a couple of minutes. And I do believe when a lot of banks realize this and a lot of people realize this, all of the banks will be sending their money through the Ethereum network, as it's going to be a lot cheaper and a lot quicker. Also, on Ethereum, you can actually send any value and settle any value through it. You could settle value like digital gold, digital deeds to land, literally digital anything can be settled on the Ethereum network. So on Ethereum, you can actually send anything to one another, and this differs greatly from a lot of other networks. If you want to send an NFT, a non-fungible token, to someone else, this can be settled in an instant, same as basically any other form of value. So right now, Ethereum has a huge competitive advantage over literally anything else in value settled, and I really do think this is going to be very good for Ethereum. You can also send WBTC across the Ethereum network, which counts as value settled for the Ethereum network, and all this does is wrapped Bitcoin. So this just holds the price of Bitcoin exactly. So you can even settle value with Bitcoin on the Ethereum network. You definitely can't do that on the Bitcoin network. So why is this significant? Well, every single transaction on the Ethereum network pays fees to the Ethereum network. Every time you make a transaction, you do need to pay a small fee. This is no different to any other network like Visa, MasterCard, PayPal. They all take a small fee out of the value that you settle on the networks. It's exactly the same with the Ethereum network. However, every time Ethereum does pay a fee and it gets redistributed to the holders, this directly increases the price of Ethereum and adds more validity to the network, which then should appreciate the price over the long term. So this should overall be very good fundamentally for Ethereum if value settled continues to go up. Literally every single one of these transactions requires a fee, which directly adds value to the Ethereum network. Essentially, this all directly increases the price of Ethereum. Now, I know this seems like a bit of a long shot, but I really do think it's fair to call Ethereum the greatest settlement layer invented in human history. Ethereum has only just begun, about 5 or 6 years ago. However, it's already settling more value than PayPal and all of these traditional finance sectors. Moreover, Ethereum is way more efficient and it's growing at a rapid pace. It only looks like a matter of time before Ethereum starts overtaking Visa, Swift, and more in value settled. Ethereum doesn't need any middlemen to do this. It's way more efficient and there's so much more to do on the Ethereum network. One day I do believe that when everyone is interacting with decentralized finance, all the companies are building off Ethereum, all money and debt instruments and derivatives are launched off Ethereum, the entire internet's launched off Ethereum, you could see value settled that is well into the trillions, and I mean a lot greater than Swift's $5 trillion per day, because the network effects and the utility of Ethereum is essentially infinite. Of course, this is not financial advice and you should do your own research about Ethereum. However, overall you can tell I am very, very bullish on Ethereum and I have allocated my portfolio accordingly. Of course, if you enjoy the video, help me get up to 1,000 subscribers. We're really trying to get there. We're at 600 at the moment, and it would be much appreciated. Also, if you have anything to comment about Ethereum, comment it down below. It'd be much appreciated, and I will get back to all of the comments. Thanks for watching the video.